Come on. You know the leader of that choir on that piano, that church boy. Is he a manly man or is he effeminate? Why is he over there? Wrist broke on the keyboard, yes. Why is he over there? How are we supposed to grow as a nation of people if we continue on with broken homes? We gotta stop having broken homes. We need our men, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, to step up. The first woman you lay with, you need to marry her, and you need to stay in the home and raise your children with that woman. I will be damned if my children don't grow up in a two-parent household. And that's what I got right now. And you know what I did? I broke those generational curses.
Right.
Now there's pain, strife, agony my children do not have to go through. Now I can cut the time in half. Now where I'm at, my son gonna be there as a young man. And he gonna be ready to go. My daughter, she gonna be prepared way earlier than my wife was. Why? Because now we are a unit. How old are you, sis? 32. How old are you? 29. All right. So I'm 36. So we ain't too far off. Let's keep it real. Who raised us? Was it our parents or was it BET? Come on. 106 and Park. See this world. Heads from the streets. That's who raised us. Oh, you said after that you watching Uncut? Oh, she told us so. Hey, we all, it's gonna say that too. We all were there at one point. But you get what I'm saying? You got other people, right? The enemies, right? According to the Bible, they grew up in affluent neighborhoods. They had two-parent households. It was to the point where I looked at them crazy. Their parents used to be like, no, you gotta do this homework. I'm like, bro, your mama tripping, like we outside. But no, now that guy's a doctor. Mom was, the parents were setting him up. This is the things that we're missing because my mom, single mother, 4 different boys for 4 different men. You really think my mom had time to really raise us up in the rears? No, she had work. And then after work, what happens? She's tired. And then even when it came to correction, her very first thing she grabbed was a belt. Which, honestly, some of that correction, the belt wasn't necessary. But she's so tired, she's like, I gotta get my point across because I gotta get back to sleep or I gotta get back to work. That's not a healthy environment to raise a child, but yet we see it on every Martin Luther King Boulevard, every Section 8 housing. We see it on the south side, the west side of San Antonio. This is what we see over and over and over, and we wonder why the same things keep happening and happening and happening again. Come on.
Nor effeminate.
Nor effeminate. Come on. You know the leader of that choir on that piano, that church boy. Is he a manly man or is he effeminate? Why is he over there? Wrist broke on the keyboard, yes. Why is he over there? If that was us, well, whoa, hold on, bro. First of all, drink you some water. Find your Adam's apple, find the bassness in your voice, and stand up like a man.
Right.
Talk like a man, act like a man, because that's who God created you to be.
Come on.
But they let the effeminate in there. And that effeminate, what does it usually lead to? They want to test the waters. They want to try something. Now you got those undercover homosexuals in the church, right? And then not only that, sometimes they're also effeminate because what goes on a lot in the Catholic Church. And they try to bury it. And what happened to those altar boys? Instead of sitting there teaching them, it's the truth, it's up there, it's in the news. Instead of teaching them and letting them be altar boys in service of God, they're bending them over the altar. We know this for a fact.
Right.
It does. And then the archdiocese will do what? They will take that priest and send him to a foreign country. They don't turn him into the police. Now he's over there in Brazil. He's over there in Chile doing the same thing, but it won't get reported.
In Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv, come on. This happens over and over and over and over again. Right? Read.
Nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
Homosexuals, come on.
Nor thieves.
Nor thieves. Come on, man. Thievery is crazy in our neighborhood. Do they go rob the rich who got everything? No. They wait till income tax and rob us. Go and pull with you. But that's how crazy our people are. Why are we stealing from one another when none of us have? Instead of bringing everything we got together and building.
Right.
Getting our own land. Building our own schools. Our own hospitals. Just like they had on Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had that mindset. You know, back then, on Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where it was nothing but blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it took about 31 days for one of their dollars to leave and go to another nation for anything. That's how self-sufficient they were. We could do the same thing if we gather back together, but it has to be under the banner of God's commandments and the faith of Christ.
Right.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.